There is a secret hidden for thousands of years. As the master of food and beverage of this place, he will reveal it to you. The world needs to know. His name is Paul Schenk.
Hi, I'm Paul Schenk, and welcome to my humble little kitchen. I'm going to introduce you to the world's best kept culinary secret, Schenk. Now we're going to make Suyuk. Suyuk is braised pork loin, slow cooked, beautiful and tender. First thing I need is the pork loin, so I'm rolling up my sleeves to get into it. Come with me. Look at that. So this is samgyeopsal, or pork belly. I'm going to simply cut this in half. You can see the grain of the meat. It's got a nice marbling of fat through it. This is now going to be cooked in a like a beautifully flavored stock. For this next step, simply have one pear. We cut it in half. Then into quarters. One apple. Same technique. One onion. We're actually only going to use half of each one. And we've got a dried pyogo mushroom. Some secret ingredients. Doenjang you can find in any good Korean grocer. As you can see, I've got some boiling water ready to go. There's one secret ingredient, and I have to get the secret ingredient. Makgeolli. Makgeolli is very popular rice wine. At the moment, this is one of the hottest topics when it comes to beverage. Has a bit of a cidery flavor, a little bit sparkling almost, but that's our secret ingredient. We've got water boiling, ready to go. Apples, the apples just go straight in directly. So this is going to give us flavor for the stock. A little bit of a sweet flavor, give it some fruity essence, I guess. The mushroom, the onions, in they go. We've got the dried chilies, you can see them. Yeah, they're just, again, you can buy these from a good Korean grocer. 100% they will have these because this is very useful in Korean food. And they're dried, so they transport easily. Corn syrup. Just putting in a couple of spoons of corn syrup. And in goes the doenjang. The smell of doenjang is unforgettable. It's very, very strong smell, and in the beginning it may be even a little bit too strong, but I've certainly become accustomed to it in my time in Korea. And it's a great condiment for adding to food, mixing with food. I've also got a little bit of salt. We'll put a little bit of salt in. I've got some soy sauce, just basic soy sauce. In that goes, to add a little bit of color to the stock, not too much. And a pinch of peppercorns. So that's our stock. The stock is already almost boiling. To that, I'm just going to mix that doenjang up a little bit because it's stuck there. There we go. Come on in and have a look. You can see the stock there. This is ready for our suyuk, or braised pork belly. Pork belly, sorry Mr. Kim. Pork belly is here, as we showed earlier, samgyeopsal, it's called in Korean. We just pop that directly. You don't need to tie it or anything. It will hold its shape. It will hold its size. We're going to pop that into the water for around 40 minutes. The easiest way to tell when it's cooked is quite simply using chopsticks. We stick it into the pork. If it goes in easily, it's ready to go. It's quite a simple dish to make. You can make this at home. I'm sure you have all the equipment, that's for sure. In terms of ingredients, Like I said, you will need to go down to your local grocer. Now for the secret ingredient, or the magic ingredient, is makgeolli. You can see it's coming out like a milky color. It gives it another depth of flavor and a certain intensity. While this is boiling, it's just starting to simmer now, which is nice. I'll turn it down in a minute. We're going to make a salad. It's a really traditional condiment to have with pork. So, next up, salad. Let's go. Okay, I've got my ingredients for my salad. I have ginger, already peeled. I've got some garlic. I've got the Korean leek, or an oversized spring onion. And this is real Korean leek. This is what's called buchu. And it has like a garlicky flavor. And I'm going to make a salad with this ingredient. This recipe is actually Mr. Kim's mother's recipe. Following his lead on this one. I've got my leek. We cut the ends off. Take that away. And we'll cut it into sort of 4 or 5 centimeter lengths. Chop up some of the leek. Actually, I'll chop that. I won't slice it, I'll chop it. I'm going to finely chop some ginger. Just slice it thinly. Garlic, I'm going to smash my garlic and then chop it up. All right, we're ready. Fish sauce. I put in the fish sauce. A few spoons, not too much. Gochugaru, the dried chili. As much or as little as you like. Some sugar, not too much again. A little bit of sesame oil, just a dash of sesame oil in there. And I'll give that a mix with my magic chopsticks. I've got one on the run. And this is a fantastic complement or condiment to serve with pork. So there we go. That's our buchu salad. I just need to check on my suyuk. Actually, one very important thing at this stage is obviously to get the taste right. And I've got to ask the master, Mr. Kim, it's your mum's recipe. You have to tell me how this tastes. Give me the verdict.
Very delicious.
Delicious. Ah, thank you, Mr. Kim. Excellent. Mr. Kim is not only a great chef, but he's also a great friend. He's taught me so much about Korean food, and I always appreciate what you do, Mr. Kim. I think it's time to give Mum a call, all right? All right. Mrs. Kim, your son's a legend. We got it right. We got the dish right. You'll be very proud. Thank you. Your mum said she's happy. She's proud of you. All right, I think my pork's pretty much ready. I'm just going to test it. Mr. Kim, if you can just change the cutting board for me. I have to take the pork out so I can show you very simply how this is done. Try and take it out carefully because it may be soft enough to break up or fall apart. Got a chopstick. Simply put the chopstick in. Come on in, Duncan, have a look. If it goes in easily. Okay, it's going into the sinew parts easily. I can see that the meat is well cooked. It is so tender and juicy. Okay, so the pork's cooked. I really love to cook Korean food, 100% traditional, but I also love at the same time to serve it in a really modern way. So I'm going to show you something that's quite nice. Look at the pork. Come on in, Duncan, have a look. You can see the juice coming out. It's nice and tender, but still at the same time, it's holding its shape. I don't want to cut it too thin or too thick, just sort of in the middle. I'll cut 4 pieces of this one. You can see that. And what I'll do from there, line them up very quickly, trim them just a touch on the edge. All right, we're ready to plate the dish. This is called Suyuk. And what it is, it's fermented shrimps. Quite often in Korean food, this is used actually as a seasoning. For the pork, I'm going to line this up. 3, 4. This is for my Suyuk. Again, the little tiny baby shrimps. You don't need too much of this, so I'm going to really try and space this out. Whenever you go to a Korean barbecue restaurant and you have pork, you will always find Suyuk. You can serve this a lot more rustically if you choose to. You know, you can have separate bowls of everything and just simply put it in the middle of a table for the whole family. So it's almost done. Just one final touch on the dish. We need to put a little bit of the sauce on top. Gives it a good glaze, a little bit of final flavor, keeps it nice and juicy. There you go. We have just uncovered one of the world's best kept secrets, Suyuk, or braised pork belly.